Protesters gathered outside Tokyo's National Stadium ahead of the Olympics opening ceremony to demonstrate against the competition. Demonstrators are furious that the Games are going ahead during the pandemic, with COVID cases already on the rise in the capital. They shouted "Go to hell, Olympics" and "Go to hell, IOC," referring to organizers at the International Olympic Committee. Around 85,000 people, including athletes, officials and reporters, have descended on Tokyo for the Games. More than 100 people linked to the Olympics have tested positive for COVID, with the Japanese capital recording 1,979 new infections yesterday. It has sparked fears that the Games may become a super-spreader event, which could prove fatal for members of the largely unvaccinated Japanese public. Demonstrators chanted and held up signs as they walked through Tokyo's streets today, protesting against the Games. Some of the signs were in English, with one reading "Global Crime on Japan" while another simply said "Abolish Olympics." Police shut half the road in Harajuku, the capital's main shopping district, due to the protesters, The Washington Post reports. Passers-by stopped to cheer on the activists, with many joining in with their chants. Earlier, around 200 demonstrators gathered at the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building, chanting in Japanese and English, The Washington Post reports. The group chanted, "Cancel the Olympics. Protect people's lives." One of the demonstrators, Kumiko Sudo, 50, said, "It's unbelievable that the Olympics are happening in this pandemic situation." Another protester held a sign that said "No Olympics 2020. Use that money for COVID-19. The opening ceremony today is taking place without the usual mass choreography, huge props and mix of dancers, actors and lights associated with past celebrations. A vastly smaller number of athletes will march in the team's parade, with many planning to fly in just before their competitions and leave shortly after to avoid infections. Only 15 global leaders are in attendance, along with Emperor Naruhito, who will formally open the Games as his grandfather Hirohito did in 1964, and U.S. First Lady Jill Biden. Get all the latest news sent to your inbox. Sign up for the free Mirror newsletter. The ceremony is marked by high-profile absences, including former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, who wooed the Games to Tokyo. A number of top sponsors and economic leaders will also stay away, highlighting strong opposition to the sporting extravaganza in COVID-fatigued Japan. Only a third of the nation have had even one dose of vaccines. More than 100 people involved with the Olympics have already tested positive. The Olympics have been hit by a string of scandals, including the exit of senior officials over derogatory comments about women, jokes about the Holocaust and bullying. About 11,000 athletes from 204 national Olympic committees are expected at the Games, which will run until August 8.